Imagine being a child prodigy, recognized at a young age for your intelligence. You get into college at 16 and Harvard at 20, making a career for yourself as an accomplished lawyer with a promising broadcasting career, only to host a show where day in and day out your job depends on using your talents to convince rubes to ignore rape accusations. #settlements rock. It's disgusting, but that's Ben Shapiro, service with a smirk.
A woman accuses me, like Ben Shapiro, the woman accuses me of rape, and I say she's totally full of crap, this is made up for political purposes, then Anna Marie Cox's question is going to be, do I treat her pain with respect? I'm falsely alleged to have committed rape or attempted rape, and I'm supposed to treat that woman's accusations with her pain with respect?
I listen to Ben Shapiro so you don't have to, and during the past week of Kavanaugh revelations, I paid close attention to his program to see if there were patterns.
Who has more to lose, Christine Blasey Ford or Judge Brett Kavanaugh, who's not only going to lose his career, but also a slot on the Supreme Court? And if we're going to talk about people who have something to lose and who are risking a lot here, it's Kavanaugh, not Christine Blasey Ford, who's being held up as a heroine.
When making my video, Ben Shapiro Can't Save the GOP, I was actually impressed at how reasonable he sounds compared to other Republican pundits. Steven Crowder this week called Christine Blasey Ford, the first woman to go on record to accuse Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault, a quote, lying whore. Now look, Crowder's existence alone justifies legalizing abortion, but at least he forced Shapiro to question what little manhood he has by showing up to his interview wearing nothing but underwear.
Okay, so wow.
But anyways, Ben Shapiro is a lot more subtle than other folks on the right, saying that, quote,
I'm not saying the woman made it up. I don't know whether she made it up. I don't know whether she's misremembering the incident. I don't know any of that stuff. You don't know it either.
He's making what might be the safest Republican counter-argument possible, that because these accusations that only came to light days ago aren't perfectly packaged with corroborating witnesses, that Kavanaugh is the victim of an unfortunate he-said-she-said situation. But if it's just a he-said-she-said, what more analysis can there be beyond what she and he said? And this is where listening to Ben Shapiro got kind of interesting. I listened to 6 of Shapiro's shows, from episodes 622 to 627, excluding about 4 minutes from each episode for when Ben reads ads, transitions into stories, and the intro, and the credits, and all that stuff. That's 300 minutes of Ben Shapiro. You're welcome. 162 of those minutes were devoted largely to giving reasons to not trust Kavanaugh's accusers. Sure, Shapiro didn't call any of Kavanaugh's accusers liars or whores, but 65% of his showtime was attempting to cast doubt on the accusers' stories, using cherry-picked sound bites and the same ridiculous analogies he usually makes.
I accused Dianne Feinstein of eating small babies. You ask me what my evidence is? I don't have to show you my evidence that she eats small babies. All I can say is I know. And if you ask me what basis I have for such allegations, all I can say is let's let the FBI look into it.
He claims that Democrats are acting nakedly political for having the audacity to inquire whether or not a Supreme Court nominee is a repeated perpetrator of sexual violence.
They're not doing this because they want to know what actually happened. They're not doing this because they think Brett Kavanaugh ought to be kicked off because they believe the charges. They're doing this because they want a delay so that they can stop whoever Trump nominates. That's all this is.
This is a BS argument, and even Ben Shapiro should feel disgusted for trying to mislead people like this.
No, I just don't trust you.
Well, back at you, dude. I mean, I'm the one wearing pants, so all I can say is that before we began this interview, Steven Crowder was in fact wearing pants. He walked into the room not wearing pants to make me specifically uncomfortable because, as most people know, I am deeply uncomfortable with the male body.
Why?